Pat was inspirational to people. People just loved being in the company, loved being with him.
He proved to be not only a wonderful boss, but a great friend and mentor.
What I learned from my dad was, you always take care of the young people that work with you. You always take time to teach them.
I had hired a new market analyst. She just finished at Penn State. And Pat came in. He said, "Oh, I don't think I've met you before. Why don't you and Mary and I go out to lunch?" Now, here's somebody 22 years old. Here's his name is on the door, Cassidy and Pinkard, and she's having lunch with him.
Time and time again, he would bring people in who weren't working for the firm and just talk to them, give them advice. Young people looking for a job or people working at another firm. Very generous with his time.
That was a very hallmark characteristic of Pat's, his abiding interest in other people.
One of the things my father was very proud of was his roots in the Washington area. He was a true Washingtonian.
He grew up in Washington, D.C., he lived in Maryland. And so he had a real commitment to the city as a whole beyond the real estate community.
I think really his career really mirrored the rise of Washington, D.C. as a real city, real global city. So it started out, which was truly the Wild West, and by the time toward the end of his career, it really become a place where institutions wanted to do business. And the rise of his career, but also the rise of Cassidy and Pinkard really mirrored that.
I remember his saying, people like doing business with people they like.
He always said there's a deal in every conversation. If you have strings, you don't pull them, you yank them.
He would just come bustling in, and he radiated energy and good humor.
And anybody you talk to will tell you that Pat Cassidy is one of the funniest people that they've ever met.
Killingly funny.
Oh boy, he was funny.
Side-splitting stories.
What Pat, I think, was most proud of was that he had developed this company that reflected his values.
The culture he encouraged in a business that's so cutthroat, we'll call it, the Cassidy and Pinkard culture was anything but. Doors were always open, drawers were always unlocked. People would try to figure out how to help each other. It wasn't someplace you just went to work and made your daily bread and went home. It was it was a family of sorts.
I was very fortunate to have him as a partner. I can't think of anybody that I'd rather be side by side with me going through a difficult situation.
I can't tell you how many people come up to me to this day and just say, like, your dad, I loved him. He was just such a character. He always took the time to sit with me or teach me.
He, to me, is one of the founding members of the modern real estate industry here in Washington. Well-respected, superb professional, and a mentor to so many people who are still out there today.